Afternoon, Vill. 3-0 defeat down here at Grantham. Give us your thoughts on that performance.
Got what we deserved. Nothing. But we were poor from start to finish, to be honest. It's probably the only time I've said this about this group is that we're men against boys, and we didn't want it enough. From minute one, the tempo was flat. Other than Boyle and TJ, there was no spark in the group, which is very frustrating and surprising for me. We conceded the goal, which it's not a foul, it's not a yellow card, but it's an absolute criminal goal to concede. It's dandelion through and got in the bottom corner. I have to look at it again to see why and how that's happened. And it's a nothing first half. But we're flat, we're not good enough. But it's a nothing first half, and obviously they've nicked it 1-0 in the first half. In the second half, we've come out. We ended the first half with a bit more impetus. Second half, we sort of started okay. And then again, I have to look at the second goal as to what we conceded. How we conceded, not what we conceded. How we conceded. It looks sloppy. It looks a poor goal from 18 yards out, 20 yards out, whatever it was, to make it 2-0, and then we've not had enough sort of about us to get ourselves back in the game. Certainly from an attacking point of view, which again is something that is rare, but it's happened today. And then they've got the third, which inevitably kills the game down, which is a sloppy one on our counter. On their counter. So yeah, very, very frustrating, very disappointing, and very poor.
And we say in regards to that first goal, for me, it just remember this is Stocksbridge winner 6 weeks ago in terms of the balls come across the box, and sometimes you can blame the keeper, but when it's happened once, you say it's a fluke. Second time, you think it's got to be defended better, hasn't it?
I mean, I don't know who's at fault. I don't know whether the lad's got a touch on it. I've just seen it come across goal, and from a keeper point of view, you can anticipate one bit, and then obviously the forward might get a touch on it if he does or he doesn't. That can make a difference to what your decision is. So I don't know. The main thing is we've not stopped the ball getting to that area in the first place, and for me, we've got to be more aggressive with that, and we weren't. There were signs of that on Tuesday's defeat, of not being aggressive attacking the ball, and ultimately with that goal, that's what it was.
Yeah, and I think one thing that might cost us today as well, Gaffer, is the fact that when we got the ball in the attacking areas of the pitch, there seemed to be a lack of options. No one seeming to want the ball today, which I think was, our own downfall, basically.
I think it was more as dynamism in his forward line. I think, too many forward players, I don't include Jack Boyle in that, but too many forward players, even the lads that come on, didn't look to be aggressive with their running, be aggressive with their effort when we were in possession, being aggressive out of possession as well. There weren't enough of that across the forward line, and ultimately that results in we didn't have a shot on target. So I don't think I've ever been in a situation where one of my teams has not had a shot on target. So that's the first. And yeah, so really disappointed. We've got to dust ourselves down and forget about it. But we've got to take it as a stark reminder. If you play like that, you get stuffed against anybody.
Yeah, obviously looking at the form table now, sort of things, and the league table. Last 6 games, 6 points. Still in 12th position, but with the teams like Grantham to win today, Shildon winning today, they're starting to close the gap. And if we thought we were comfortable in terms of where we are, we're not, are we?
No. Listen, I said to lads, we're not comfortable, and that's always the danger when you've got a young group and an inexperienced group in terms of mentality. Then that's the danger is thinking you're comfortable, or thinking you can put half a flip flop on, and listen, anyone that knows me knows that I won't let that happen, and players that have got that mentality, and I don't think they have. They're a good group, and one certain situation doesn't make it a thing. So last 2 or 3 games, they've shown a great attitude and a great endeavour to try and win football matches and application to that. So this is a poor performance, poor result, and a stark awakening for the last 11 games of the season.
Yeah, and we start next week back at home against Bridlington Town, a team that changed their manager due to unforeseen circumstances in the season, but they've not dropped the standards of the Bridlington. They seem to be a really good side this year.
Yeah, obviously they've consolidated well on the back of last season. They've kicked on and they're doing well, and that's it. So listen, if we play like we did today, we'll get beat. That's as simple as that. But we're gonna have a tough week this week now. Get this out of the system. At the end of the day, there's some lads in there certainly that are not fit enough. They've not played enough football, that's going to be the job and the decision to get them right and get us going for Saturday.
Yep, VILLS safe journey. I'll see you next Saturday.